Okay, my name's Mandy Dixon and I'm the General Manager of K Village, the Lakes Outlet, situated on the side of the River Kent at the entrance to Kendal. The word K is based on the shoes. It was K Shoes factory to start off with, and Clark's and K Shoes were the first people to bring factory outlet shopping. Now everybody knows factory outlet shopping because there's an outlet actually usually within an hour of where everybody lives in the country now, which is value shopping. It's well-known brands at discounted prices, and our discounts are up to 70% every day of the week. Now, within that, what we say is that you are not going to compromise your quality because you're getting the brand. So you are getting a well-known brand at a heavily discounted price. So it's value, and during the recession, value is hugely important. The Heritage Centre was always an important part of the old first-time round outlet centre. So it was very important to the people of Kendal, to the Civic Society, to all the retired K-Shoe people, to maintain, to preserve the story of K-Shoes and how important it was to the people of Kendal. And when you look around the Heritage Centre that we're in today, it's not actually just the history of shoe production, it's actually the history of the people who work and lived for K Shoes. And if you look at a lot of the pictures, they're just one big family. It fits in with that emotional tie to this site, because not only do we get the mothers and the children coming back because they trust Clark Shoes, but we also get the people who now live all around the world and the descendants of those people coming to see where their family work. But also what's happening now is that as people are clearing out houses, unfortunately a lot of the K-Shoe workers have passed on, that their family are finding memorabilia, and rather than just taking them out to the charity shops, they're bringing them here to grow the exhibition for the future. We need to refresh every now and again, but most of all, we need to preserve the pride that Kendal has in K's.
On Highgate in Kendal Town Centre is Turning Point. One of the most established independent shops in the town, Turning Point has been bringing fancy goods, home furnishings and unique ethnic clothing ranges from around the world for more than 20 years. With jewellery a speciality, if you're looking for that unique gift with a twist, and Turning Point has plenty of choice. Kendal is known as an arts and festival town, with events such as Mintfest and a torchlight procession bringing in thousands of visitors to the region each year. But the jewel in the crown of the Kendal art scene is without doubt the Brewery Arts Centre. With an estimated 300,000 people walking through its doors, the Brewery Arts Centre is a multi-purpose arts complex that knows how to please the masses. With so much on offer in one complex, there is a year-round programme of theatre, music, films, lectures, art and craft workshops and exhibitions. But the icing on the cake is an array of festivals held throughout the year, including the annual Gateway International Roots Music Festival and the Women's Arts International Festival. It is also home to the main section of the long-running Kendal Mountain Film Festival.
There are a number of mountain film festivals around the world, and Kendal started off in the mid-80s, and it's developed and grown, and we've had it every year here since 1999. And sort of amazingly, we've discovered that we're actually the world's largest mountain film festival. I mean, as a business, we bring in £1.3 million to the local economy over this weekend, over 3.5 days. So So it is quite a big deal, but there are lots of them around the world. But we've been one of the top 4 for a long time. But I mean, we've got by far the largest lecture program. We've got 40 speakers over the weekend, but really films at the heart of the festival. And we had almost 200 film entries into the film competition. We kind of whittled those down, shortlisted them down to 70, all of which are playing over the weekend in the various venues. The judges have made their decisions who's going to win the prizes. I don't know who they are, don't want to know until the day, and we'll be doing an award ceremony on Sunday afternoon. Really, it's a celebration, principally of the mountains, but all the other things that kind of flow from that within the outdoors, so skiing, paddling, adventure travel, discovery, base flying, just about anything that you can do under your own power in the outdoors. Some of the stories these guys are telling, are incredible. Put it simply, a lot of these guys are real life James Bonds without all the spooking involved, and some of the things that get up to. And what's really happened, particularly over the past 5 or 10 years, is modern digital camera equipment's got so much cheaper, it's readily available, so it is easier to go off and make your own film, but that doesn't necessarily mean you make a good film, because you've still got to have those basic skills of editing, directing, and really telling a story. And that at the end of the day, that hasn't changed. That's where the art lies. The great thing about the Lake District is, the whole idea of enjoying yourself in the outdoors came from this part of the world. Wordsworth, the Romantic poets, end of the 18th, beginning of the 19th century, the idea that wild places were beautiful was a novel idea until these guys put it on the map, and well, it's been growing ever since, really. So there is this incredibly strong connection culturally with the Lake District.
From one of the longest running festivals to one of the newest.
I'm Debbie Bond. I'm the Senior Marketing Officer at the Brewery Arts Centre, and I'm here to tell you all about the Free Range Comedy Festival. We're actually doing it in partnership with Cumbria Tourism AdCap. We are planning on doing this on an annual basis, so I think that's something that we're going to look at next year. It's going to be busy. There's going to be lots of people around.
Also based in the brewery is the excellent Granary restaurant. Perfect for that pre-show or pre-cinema meal, or a night out with friends. Or simply sit back and enjoy a wide range of locally sourced wholesome food in a contemporary setting. On the outskirts of Kendal is the village of Staveley, and the jewel in the crown is the Staveley Mill Yard. A village within a village, Staveley Mill Yard is a collection of businesses, both industrial and retail, which together have created a unique and vibrant working community only a few miles from the heart of the Lake District. Staveley Mill Yard also boasts a unique selection of shops, restaurants and caterers, making it a popular stop for both passing visitors and locals alike. One such outlet is Wilf's Cafe.
My name's Charlotte Webb. I'm one of the business partners in Wilf's Cafe and Wilf's Outside Catering. My business partner is Ian Williamson, but he's always known as Wilf. We're tucked away in the back of Staveley Mill Yard. It's set right on the River Kent. Our signature dishes at Wilf's are the Wilf's Veggie Chilli, which has been incredibly popular from the word go. We make all our own cakes, so we're well known for our flapjack. We like to think of it as a homely place that people can come to. They don't have to think twice about coming, because the prices are reasonable. They know they're going to get good proportioned food that we make ourselves. They come to meet friends, beginnings of day, ends of day. Our philosophy for the food is to be able to provide good, wholesome, homemade food that we make all ourselves at a decent price, so you don't have to think twice about coming here.
I'm Jeremy Hall, the owner of Peter Hall & Son, a furniture making company that was started by my father Peter Hall in 1972. He worked in a very small way then on his own, but we now employ 18 people doing a variety of skills here. This includes bespoke cabinet making, antique furniture restoration, upholstery, interior design and wood-turned gifts that we make on the premises for sale in our showroom. My father started Peter Hall really to try and create beautifully made, beautifully designed piece of furniture. Although then it was very traditional, we now are more contemporary in our designs, but still following the arts and crafts ethos really, and integrity, where we make furniture using a lot of traditional handmade techniques. We don't let machines dictate the design in any way at all. This is to give an exact fit where you can't get that quite so fine finish by machine, we believe. And there's this wonderful integrity of doing it by hand that we really uphold and believe in.
With Bowness and Windermere nearby, fascinating villages such as Staveley, and the rest of the fells easily accessible, Kendal truly is the gateway to the Lake District.